What's up, everybody? Today's video is about this new tank that I've got, and I'm gonna be setting it up, and I've got a little surprise as to what's gonna be in it. So I guess we'll just get this thing started by going ahead and opening it up and getting it out of the box. So let's get to that right now. So the tank did actually come with like a mat to put below the tank. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay that down now. There we go, I got that down. Now to just chuck the tank right on top of it. There we go. You may notice this tank seems a little weird for more than one reason actually. The first reason actually is the curved edge. This tank is curved. The new fish I have that I'm gonna put in it are definitely gonna love it. But one other thing you might have noticed is that there seems to be like no holes in the back of the lid, which usually you need a hole for a filter, and there's two little ridge things on the side and a hole up in the corner. And that's actually because there's actually a built-in filter in the back of the aquarium. That's pretty neat. The tank also came with this little box of goodies right here. So let's check out what's inside. Alright, so let's see. We got a bunch of stuff in here. We got the remote for the light. This tank actually has a light inside of the lid. You can see that. And it can change colors. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, we got this big old tube. This is probably, we got one cord. This is probably for the lights. We got the exit for the filter. And this looks like the main pump for the filter. So that's all we got in the goodie box. Alright, so I got the remote here, and I think I figured this thing out. So I can make it all these different colors, and I can make it white, and I can actually make it less white, and then still have these other colors and the whiteness. So that's pretty cool. And obviously it's got to have like the color changing mode, and like a nighttime mode. So yeah, this thing's pretty cool. I'm gonna get to scaping it. And I guess since I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to scape it, because I'm going to be using some things, I will show you what's going to be in the tank. If you guessed these little guys, well, I have no clue how, because I didn't give you any clues at all. But congratulations, I'm going to be moving my pea puffers, as you can see, they're all in there, they're happy, into the new tank. It does look flickery on the camera, but I promise it looks really nice and smooth and not flickery. In real life, that's just the frame rate. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start scaping the tank. I'm going to be using a part of this tank in the aquascape of that tank, so I'm gonna have to pull it out now. It's actually this log. It kind of goes down and then up right there. And I'm gonna be keeping the plant on it, and I'm just gonna have probably that kind of plant. Alright, I got the piece of driftwood out, and now I just need to clean it. And I'm not going to clean it too harshly. I just got my little scrubbing brush right here, and I'm going to try to get some of the algae and sand off of it real quick. Got it a lot cleaner, and now I'm going to try to get it placed where I want it in the tank. I actually kind of like how it looks just like that. Now I will be adding a few more plants to this tank, but it does have a little bit of height on it, and I might try to angle it a little bit so that it's got a little bit more height. A little tip I have for you guys is to use fishing line actually to tie the plants onto the wood. There's the gravel. It's all clean now. As you saw earlier, I was boiling it. It's really warm now and it's nice and clean. There we go, I got the gravel down in there. I am going to be getting rid of some of the gravel that's on the log right now. I'm just going to be doing that by putting water, and I'm just going to use the water to spray it off. One other note, I have been spraying my plants to make sure that they stay moist. It's good to just make sure you spray your plants every once in a while they're not going to be in the water, so that they have their liquid they need. Alright, I just got the gravel and rocks in there, and I just filled it up with water. That's where all the speckles are. It's just bubbles. I'm going to be going ahead and turning on the filter and putting the lid on now. Alright, so here's the tank with the lights on. I just have to turn the filter on and then it should clear up a little bit and these bubbles should go away as soon as it starts getting heated up. So I was looking at my tank and I decided that it needed more height because it does seem kind of low. So I went out and I got this plant. It is a red flame sword. It does need a bit more light than this tank is currently getting, but it should be fine once I make it a little bit brighter. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the tank now. There we go. I got the plant in there. That does add quite a bit more height. I may change where that is, but for now that's how it's going to be. I'm also going to be adding some beneficial bacteria to help speed up the cycle with the tank. You can kind of see how I got a little bit cloudy. That's all the beneficial bacteria. It should become clear after a day or two. I am going to be catching Bob, and he will be the first one that I put in the tank. Normally I would acclimate a fish if I'm adding it to the tank, but since this tank and the tank right up there are just super close to the same temperature, and since it's a pufferfish that's a little bit more resilient, I'm just gonna go ahead and not do that because that's just a lot of extra time that it's not exactly necessary. He's going to go ahead and look around in his new home. Hope you like it, Bob. You can see Bob just right there in the corner. Not in the corner anymore, but right in the middle. He's just exploring his new home. He seems to be happy. I will update you in a few hours. So I was doing a test of the water, and the hardness is a little bit lower than what I would like it to be. So I'm going to be adding some seashells to the back of the tank, just right in this bay right here. And that will help to slowly increase the general hardness, because as the shells dissolve, they release the calcium and all their minerals into the water. And you won't have to see it, and I won't have to use any chemicals. So yeah, if your general hardness is low, I would definitely suggest using shells. Don't use some pretty ones. I just grabbed some more random ones. I think we got these from the beach a while back. I did wash them pretty thoroughly because I don't want anything happening, but these are from a saltwater situation and this is freshwater, so there really shouldn't be anything transferring, but it's just good to wash them just in case. So I'm gonna go ahead and chuck these in the tank, just right in the back. Never gonna have to see them, but they're gonna help my water. Alright, it's been another day, and I think it's about time to give Bob another friend. I hope that they enjoy the tank. What's up, everybody? It's been another day, and it's finally time to move the rest of these pufferfish into this tank. I'm getting a little bit impatient, so I'm going to be taking the rest of the pea puffers and putting them in their new home, which it is looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to that. Alright, we're going to be getting to moving the pufferfish in just a moment, but I did have some people asking me about what size of net is good for them and what type of net they should use, and I have a fairly simple answer to that. It all just depends on the size of your tank, the size of your fish, and how deep down you want it to go. So say you got like, say you're using like a 10 gallon, or this tank, it's about the same height, or smaller. You're gonna want a little net like this because the fish, they're not really gonna be that big, and it's kind of short. So if you're catching like shrimp or something, you know, just kind of scooping them up. But let's say you want to catch something that's a little bit bigger, or something like, say, a pleco that's a bit more stiff, then you're gonna want like a little bit of a larger net. And those come in all shapes and sizes. You can get all of these ones. I personally prefer this one for catching snails and stuff off the glass because it's good, it's wide, and it's just the perfect size for that kind of tank. But say you have something bigger, like my 100 gallon right over there, then you're going to want to use a bit of a longer net. I originally got this one, but it was a bit too small for me, so I generally use this one now. But if you have a lot of obstacles in your tank, then that's something you're going to want to have to consider. so maybe using a little bit of a smaller net would be something for you. But generally, I use something like this, just kind of short, but a bigger net, and it makes it really easy to catch everything. That's what I'm going to be using to catch my pufferfish. Okay, I think that there's like 3 left that I'm going to be putting in that tank, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Alright guys, so I got all the pufferfish in there. You can see them in there. They seem to be pretty healthy and happy. I really hope that they enjoy the tank. That's about all I've got for you guys today. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I will see you later. Bye everyone.